Hello, my name is TaintedTali, and welcome to 102 Dalmatians Puppies to the Rescue. I'm going to be showing you all levels inbounds, and I also have commentator with me to help explain what's going on. Tofu, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Tofu8. I'm also a 102 Dalmatians speedrunner. Run a different category. I run the all puppies category.
And I'm just gonna get started. Time starts when we get control of— Wait, actually, before we begin, I think I had a bid war going for which puppy we're gonna play as. Do we have a result on that?
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
we do. You're going to be playing as Oddball.
Oddball,
Hey!
okay. Cool, we get a more optimized run then. Oddball's the faster one out of the two, so I'm glad. Usually we switch at some point later in the run, but now we'll do the entire thing as Oddball. So I guess time starts then when we get control of Oddball and not Domino. So I'm just gonna get in there as fast as I can. I'm gonna let you know when to start the timer. Oh, this is gonna be weird. I'm gonna switching puppies right away. This is gonna mess with my muscle memory right off the bat. Alright, so time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. And alright, switch, and here we go. So this is 102 Dalmatians based on the movie with the same name, but not the same plot. Tofu, you recently did a read-up on the plot of the movie, right? Do you wanna explain the movie for us first?
If anybody doesn't remember, 102 Dalmatians, I guess Corella is released from prison, having been cured of her obsession for furs, but they realize that they screwed up, and anytime she hears like loud noises, she reverts back to liking furs. And so every time Big Ben rings, like she like snaps back into like wanting to murder and skin puppies.
As you do.
Yeah. But
yeah, that's not the plot of this game at all, because in this game, she's not been to prison, she's not gone through therapy, and she just wants to make toys. But the toys that she did make, they're not a huge success. You'll see them around the levels, but they don't sell. So what her master plan ends up being is that, hey, puppies are cute, right? So she wants to kidnap the puppies to make toys of them, because of course puppies would make great toys, I guess. So that's the plot. Our puppies' brothers have been kidnapped, we haven't, so we need to go save them from becoming toys. But yeah, same name as the movie. Not the same plot at all. And sadly, because you did donate to see Oddball, we will also not be hearing any of Frankie Muniz' lines, because he's the voice of Domino. And in case you don't know that name, that's Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle. Which is a pretty fun fact.
Do we hear any of Domino's lines before? Because we normally
usually
switch, like,
in Regent's Park, because he will like, you know, celebrate and stuff when he slides and be like, yay!
Oh, yeah,
So you do hear him, but now we don't hear him at all, unfortunately. Unless I watch cutscenes, but I don't. Because we're going fast.
Yeah, we actually switch from Domino to Oddball for a reason later in the run. There's one unskippable cutscene during the second Corella fight, in which Domino will just talk and talk and talk, and Oddball is so fast with her response.
Yeah, she's pretty snappy compared to Domino. So it's kind of weird. I'm not used to playing Oddball at all in this part. Usually we switch to her in this level coming up here, which is also really difficult, so I'm just gonna leave Tofu to do commentary because this is one of the big run killers for this game.
Yeah, so you may have noticed like the first 3 levels, we were just kind of doing a roll jump tech that is our main movement tech throughout the game. The run doesn't really get to any level of difficulty until Big Ben, which is the level that we're on right now. Big Ben's a very vertical level, so any kind of...
oh, I thought I missed.
Any falling basically sets you back to the very entrance of the room, and you have to repeat the entire room over again. So this results in a lot of time loss.
I missed it. I thought it was further away. It was my bad. Yeah, there's some cycles to try and hit in this as well, like these pendulums, and there's a lot of gears coming up as well that are really slidey and very scary because you fall quite far if you miss them.
Yeah, my least favorite's probably the pendulum, because you have the 2 jump strat, like just immediate one after another, and not hitting that strat gets you like gains an extra minute and a half.
Yeah, I'm just gonna not go for it, I think, because marathon safety. I don't want to fall.
Maybe
like, you can see in this room how far up you go, so... You don't want to fall here, because you fall all the way to the bottom of the room and you need to climb all the way back up, and that's slow.
Watching you skip all these puppy crates is killing me inside.
Right? We're on a mission to save our puppy siblings, but we're not actually saving a whole lot of puppies on our way.
You're really on a mission to just stop Corella. Like you give zero cares about any of your puppy siblings.
Exactly. We just need to stop Corella. That's our priority. Yeah, we're almost to the top, but it's still scary.
Ooh. I was worried there.
Me too. Alright, almost there. I just need to not fall for this last segment of jumps, and I'm good.
And that is Big Ben.
Ooh, okay, yeah, made it through. And now we have time for our first boss fight. So, Corella apparently doesn't like fruit, I guess. So we're gonna be defeating her with a bunch of fruit. Starting off with, is it pineapple? I think it's pineapple.
Yeah, it's pineapples. The strat here is we roll back into the bell at the center and ring it, because the first time it will skip the Corella cutscene, and the second time it will stun Corella in place so that we can just keep her in a loop of going back and forth between bell and pineapple to just launch pineapples at her for the remainder of the battle.
I guess
And
this
that's
is
what I
like the
want.
closest thing is to tying in with the movie, because like in the movie it's, you know, Corella going crazy when the Big Ben rings, where in this one her helicopter just stops working when the bell rings.
Yeah, there we go. There's your movie tie-in.
Kind of just realized that as we go. But yeah, now we're in the Royal Museum because we are slowly making our way out of London to, I guess, Corella's mansion. This is our first level where we have to do a bit of a collectathon. We can't just rush directly to the end. Basically what has happened is that someone, I don't know really who, I guess some hooligan, decided to move some exhibits around. So we have to help Fluffy, which is the little dog, right over here, to put everything back into its place, because for some reason I guess he's the curator, I don't know.
Yeah, so
Curator's dog, maybe.
Yeah, you don't hire like small chihuahuas to be your museum curator?
No, not really, but then again, I don't hire museum curators whatsoever, so what do I know?
No, I like small dogs for all jobs. Small dogs to operate heavy machinery, which we'll see later.
Yes.
To be museum curators, all the jobs.
Yes. But yeah, we should probably talk about, like, this is all levels inbounds. There's a few categories for it, and obviously out of bounds is one as well, but we will be seeing all levels, which is implied by the all levels part of it, and also we will not be going out of bounds, but we still have some cool tech, so it just means that we'll be primarily rolling and then jumping at, like, the right moments to go as fast as possible.
Yeah,
And of course, memorizing the route as well.
Of course. You'll see a cool movement tech up here once Tali gets to the top of the pyramid. Hopefully. We call it slide boosting, where if Oddball begins a roll out immediately after exiting her slide, she'll maintain that velocity.
Nope, didn't get it.
Oh, very close.
But yeah, we have a lot of slide boosting. You probably haven't seen it, but we've actually done it a lot already in the run. Like in the Regent's Park, for example, there's a lot of downward slopes, and you try to slope boost on as many of those as possible for like mini speed boosts pretty much everywhere. Right. And now we get a donut because, you know, very important museum exhibit, the donut. So we need to give that to Fluffy as well. And,
I remember the first time
it turns out, is just a snack.
Yeah. I remember the first time my parents took me to the museum and I saw the donut.
Right?
As a kid. Changed my
it's
life.
Very important moment in history right there.
Yeah, we all remember our first time that we saw the donut in the museum.
Exactly. So for some reason we go directly from the museum to underground, because, you know, that's what you do. But I guess we're supposed to take the underground out of London or something. I don't really know, but here we are, so let's try and make the best of it. This level can be incredibly confusing when you play this game casually. I remember being lost and going around in many, many, many loops before I figured out where to actually go. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. I hope not, at least. I like to think I'm not that bad at games. Alright, I need to kill these toys to open the path forward. It's the same with these boats. These boats can be kind of terrifying because sometimes they hit you. Even if... There we go, like that. There we go, we got the second one.
Even if you try to do everything right, those boats they're snipers.
I need to not hit that teddy bear because that's going to lose me time because it'll open up another path that we don't need. Yeah, this part would always throw me off. I would like fall down here and I'm like, surely I'm meant to continue go down right now. Exit's right here. And that's the underground. So there's is it 3? I'm suddenly, there's 4 levels in between each boss fight, right? Or is it 3? I suddenly forget.
There is. And this is easily the most difficult level in the game.
Yeah.
Tali does like to really focus. During this, we exploit a lot of very difficult strats in Carnival. They're very they're frame perfect, and you basically only get like a single frame to pull it off, and we're done.
And there's the exit. It's kind of sad actually that in all levels that's all you get to see of Carnival, because I do remember Carnival as a very fun level when I was a kid and was playing this casually. But we do, both Tofu and I do multiple categories of this, including All Puppies, and in All Puppies you do get to see more Carnival.
All Puppies is usually the best level to play for Carnival, because you actually get to see the entire thing.
It's very fun. So now we're in Lumberyard, because of course we have to make our way through a Lumberyard, I guess. This one actually is kind of tricky. There's some really tricky jumps in this, so I'm just gonna try my best not to fall, and then I immediately fall. I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, there's a strat that we call a log jump, which is the logs that Tali just ran up there. You can actually make a jump from that log.
Oh god, what am I doing? I'm choking hard. I'm sorry.
You can make the jump from the logs to the rotating log in the center. It is probably the most difficult jump in the game.
Yeah, so I don't go for it because it's just not worth it. There we go, we made it, and I'm really low on health, which is scary. But hey, we're getting close to the end of the level, so I'm just gonna need to stay safe. And hopefully it's fine. These tanks are scary.
Yeah, just like the boats, the tanks are pretty good snipers.
Oh, yeah.
Alright,
it's fine. Here we go, grab some health as well. Alright, we're good. So, like we talked about earlier, dogs operate heavy machinery, right? I probably should pick up the key first as well.
Yeah.
It's gonna help.
always hire small dog to do all of your big jobs.
Exactly. Because I have 2 dogs, they do this all the time, so clearly this is very normal.
Amazingly, this is not even the only time in this game that we operate heavy machinery as a Dalmatian.
That is true. That is true. We'll show off the other one as well, because it's a marathon, we like to see fun things. But before that, we are going to defeat Corella again, once again, by fruit. So I'm going to try and focus on this one because there are some tech in this, so I'll let Toph explain what's going on.
So this is the most RNG-based Corella fight, I believe. Corella 3 maybe, but we have to hit watermelons towards Corella, and if you time it right, good watermelons, you can actually get 2 hits on her in that second one, and you can actually hit her while she's still moving. It's just very difficult to do so. So there's a potential to beat that entire boss fight really, really, really quickly.
Yeah, and sometimes the melons just don't like to work with you as well, and they just, even though they actually land and break on her, they just don't impact, and she doesn't lose health and she keeps going, which is really annoying. So, but luckily that didn't happen now that I've had that happen in marathons before. It's not fun. But yeah, we defeated her again for the second time, and now we're in the countryside. Oh, fell a bit too early, but it's fine. I got a little bit of a slope boost still, even if I didn't get the one I was going for. Yeah, this is another one that's pretty easy, and you kind of just make your way to the end as fast as possible.
Yeah, there's quite a few levels like that.
Yeah, most of them really are. It's the Royal Museum, Barnyard, which is the one coming up next, and is there one more that's a collectathon? I suddenly forgot. I don't think so. I think it's just these 2. But yeah, Barnyard, this is another collectathon, and the story for this one is that we run into Priscilla the pig. It's her birthday today, so she's wearing a little birthday hat, and she's super cute. But unfortunately, the farmer here is super lazy, And he's not done any of his chores, and he's leaving it all to Priscilla the pig to do. So, and right now she's thirsty, first of all, because she hasn't been given water, so we just turned on some water for her. And then we're gonna go back and check in, see if she's more chores, which she does. There's a few other things we will be doing. I'm also gonna take a hit here, because there's some death warps, which will help speed this level up for us. Another chore is that the windmill is stuck. So, you know, of course, you leave it to the pig to unstuck the windmill, right? Or in this case, I guess the Dalmatian, but animals, am I right?
Yeah, subcontract it out. Like, you leave it to the pig, who leaves it to the dog.
Exactly. But yeah, we unstuck the windmill, so that's that job done. We're gonna check back in. Are there more chores? Yes, there are. We are now going to help the chickens, because the rooster wants them back into the coop. But the chickens are out roaming, so we need to get them back in. And this is another one that can be really tricky. If you're really unlucky, the chickens can soft lock, so I'm just gonna try and hope that I don't get that. I think that's good. Yeah,
I think
so
it was also good, yep.
Alright, you need to not get stuck, and then we're good.
It's always that last chicken that wants to get in trouble.
And we're good, okay, cool. And then we're gonna use this this toy right here to death warp back, because instead of running back, we're just gonna death warp back to Priscilla. Way faster than walking all the way, and this is why we make sure to have enough health pickups as well. So we're gonna check, are there more chores? Yes, there's still more chores. We have a silo that we need to drain of something. I don't remember exactly what's in
all the
it.
grain, there's tools at the bottom of the silo.
Yeah.
That they need out.
It's once again something for the animals to take care of, right? This is totally how you run a farm.
Somebody call like animal protection on this farmer.
And
really
again,
neglecting his
intentional
animals.
damage right there, because once again, once we've done this, it's gonna be faster to death warp back than actually walking all the way there. So, heading into the silo. There's 3 switches we need to hit to drain all of the grain. But, it's pretty quick. We're a good Dalmatian, we got this.
Amazingly, there's also a puppy trapped at the bottom of that grain silo.
Oh yeah! But we sadly don't rescue them in this category.
Corella's just hiding them wherever she can.
She really is. Alright, so let's check in with her again. Are there more chores? Yes, there's still more chores to do. Now we need to tear down an outhouse, because once again, this is something you totally leave up to your animals. And to do so, we need a tractor. And here is the key for the tractor. So now I'm going to show you Puppies operating, or Puppy, I guess, operating heavy machinery, because, you know, that's just what you do. And this is also one of my favorite cutscenes in the game, so even though it is skippable, I do like to show it off in marathons, just because, so I'm going to do that. Because once again, Puppies operating heavy machinery is totally normal, and you should not question it whatsoever. Here's this oddball driving a tractor. It's totally how you drive tractors.
Honey, there's a strange dog outside and it's riding my tractor across the yard.
You better not be drinking this early, or so help me, I'm moving back to my mother's house, and you don't want to see that.
Never mind.
That conversation just tickles me every time.
She's had enough of Irv's nonsense.
Yeah, dogs operating heavy machinery? Come on, that's not normal. Not at all. I don't know what she's talking about, but it's fine. But we tore down the house, so we're gonna go back and check in with Priscilla once again to see, are there more chores? And this time she's luckily gonna tell us, no, there's not. She is gonna be a bit sad that she didn't get a birthday present, though it is her birthday, but we're rude, we're just gonna leave. We've done what we needed to do.
You know, that tractor could be one of those, like, the new smart driving cars. Like,
that is true, actually. That is true. They totally existed. When is this
Elon
game come out? Like
Musk is designing
2002?
tractors now. Yeah, it's 2002.
Also, yes, we totally went from a luscious green barnyard to this. I guess
Yeah.
they were somehow connected. Or maybe the
No.
developers were just like, no, we need ice physics, so let's try an ice level.
it's the classic, like, early 2000s, late 90s, like, a necessary ice level that's in every
Exactly.
game.
Exactly. So, but luckily this is not a whole lot of things we need to do here. It looks like they try to force you on a couple of things, but we're just gonna roll our way through and get to the end as fast as possible. And dogs eat burgers, right?
I mean, my
They
dog
eat
does.
burgers. Mine too. If it's up to them, at least they would eat burgers and hot dogs and pizzas all day. But no, it's probably not the best for your dog to actually eat that. And we're kind of terrible at slalom, but hey, that's okay. We just needed to get to the bottom. We didn't actually need to do that.
Yeah, we're not
Actually,
trying to
don't-
qualify for the Olympics.
Yeah, I don't think I even know what you actually get for completing it. It's been so long since I had to do that. No, but we're
Ooh.
almost at the end of the level. It looks like you might need those platforms to get to the end, but nah, you just jump. I find that really funny.
Like they just failed to make it just like a little bit higher to
Yeah.
prevent people from being able to jump it.
Exactly. And from ice level to another totally not luscious and green area. Oh wait, this castle is actually very luscious and green. So it really was just a token ice area for the sake of ice, I guess. But yeah, now we're at the castle. For some reason, we're gonna make our way to the top of the castle. I don't know why exactly the top, but we're gonna be ending up finding Corella there, so I guess maybe that's why we're going there, because we know she's there. I don't know.
Yeah, like the whole game is just tracking Corella down. Like we give zero cares about all of our brothers and sisters trapped in boxes. We are out for blood.
We have one goal and one goal only.
To make
Yeah, once
Corella
again, we're
submit.
operating machinery. Catapults are fine, right? Bye.
Where am I
Right.
trebuchet gang at?
Yeah, we're almost all the way at the top. We just need to try and navigate this wind, which can be really tricky. If I'm like right there, I didn't time it well, so it just pushed me quite a bit back. But we're gonna try and get through.
Yeah, the trick is you have to roll into the wind as it
Yeah.
hits.
That was pretty decent apart from the first one, and now we're at the top, so I'm gonna shut up for this next boss fight because there's actually some manipulation going into this one, so I'm gonna try and see if I can get it and let Tofu explain what I'm doing.
All right. So we have to knock out the bottom pillars of this using pumpkins. We try to manipulate Corella into hitting or throwing a water balloon down so that we can get her on a certain pathing so that when we finally launch these pumpkins, they will put her on a path so that she will be at the end where we are when we knock down this last pillar. And we'll see if we did it correctly.
I don't think so. No, I didn't,
Nope.
but it's fine.
Yeah,
Backup
if we
strat
did
works just as
correctly,
well
she would
because-
immediately go to the left and then try to launch water balloons here, where we can just launch pumpkins at her, where she just gets stuck.
Yeah, and once again, Corella's been defeated by fruit. Because, I don't know, I guess she just really doesn't like fruit. I know I wouldn't after this anyway. She's been defeated by pineapples, watermelons, and now pumpkins. So, but we are getting close to the end of the game. We have the spooky forest coming in now, which is apparently right almost in the backyard of her mansion, because I guess that's just where she decided to live, I guess.
I mean, if
another
I was
level that
an
can be
evil
really... yeah.
Hey, Tali, we have a donation if you want to.
Oh yeah, sure, please, go ahead.
It's a rather big one. It's a 35 by Poetics saying, always fantastic to see ESA raising money and breaking records. Rescue
Nice.
those puppies and keep the great runs coming. Huge thanks to the behind the scenes crew who make the stream so professional. I guess that's a shot at me because I literally cannot change the stream title right now. So you're currently running Bugsnax. I hope you're enjoying this
Hey.
Bugsnax run.
I am very much enjoying showing you this Bugsnax run. Thank you so much for that donation.
I gotta say though, this is a really cute game.
It is very cute, and I can absolutely recommend picking this up. I played this a lot as a child, and it is such a fun run to do as well.
We have actually a surprisingly larger community too than you would think for this game.
Definitely. But yeah, now we're in the Hedge Maze, which is definitely a maze, but once you learn where to go, it's not as bad. All Puppies definitely makes this place a lot more confusing though, but we're just doing all levels, so we just need to make our way through as fast as possible. There's a puzzle at the end of this one, which is very interesting, because it's only determined basically at the moment it spawns in. So, it's
Yes.
kind of throwing our Tazers for a loop. Alright, let's see.
Oh, that was
This
pretty
is
good.
Not terrible. Some of these are not cooperating with me though, but that's okay.
You only had 3 threes. That was pretty decent.
Yeah, I've definitely had worse puzzles than that one. But yeah, this was Corella's backyard because finishing that hedge maze puts us into her house. So I guess that explains why it was her face on the puzzle. So now we're in Deville Manor, so we're almost at the end. We're getting quite close. It's just gonna be this level, and there's one more, which is, and again, a huge run killer, because you love it when those are at the end of the game, which is Toy Factory. Because I guess she has one of those as well, right near her house. And then we have the final boss.
Yep, we have one last really good slide boost strat as we exit the
I hope I can get it.
Air duct in Corella's bedroom. We can make a jump right at the last moment to launch ourselves on top of the boiler.
So I need to get this jump and also not hit the puppy at the end of this. Wish me luck. Oh,
hey.
Yeah, there we go.
Very good.
Ooh,
Hitting the puppy
right.
there adds about 5 seconds.
It does, because you can't skip the puppy cutscenes. So we made it through with no puppies, and now we have Toy Factory. And again, I mentioned this is a run killer, so I'm just gonna focus on this and let Tofu talk me through what's happening right now.
All right, so this is the final level. We have to kind of make our way through this entire factory. There's a couple decent jumps that we can do here, like the one Tali's doing now. Yep. There is a definite problem with this level, with the room that we're entering now and the room later on with these crushers. If you hit the crusher, if the crusher hits you as you're rolling in a certain frame, it will push you through the bottom of the map and soft lock you. So you have to restart this level all over again. And that's something that really kills a lot of our runs, especially the last crushers.
Yeah, it's definitely not something you want to happen when you're on PB pace. Like, it's not as bad in a marathon because you can just quit the level and then reload in the level, but there's still a huge time loss because you do need to restart the entire level. And there's a lot of them.
But
Alright, so first so good.
We're slowly making our way through Corella's factory.
I don't think I can catch up to it. I'm trying. Oh, I got it!
Ooh, very nice.
Alright, these are the worst offenders when it comes to the soft lock, so...
Oh, then you made it.
Oh, got it. Cool. Didn't get the speed boost. Sometimes they just decide to, instead of soft lock, you just boost you through the rest of the level, but... Didn't get that, but it's fine. I'm just happy when I don't soft lock, really. And one of the other hardest jumps in the game, apart from the long jump we talked about earlier, and this one's also more mandatory, is coming up, so... I'm just gonna hope I can do it.
And so normally the game would require you to press all 3 of these buttons. Instead, we're going to press 1 button and then jump roll onto the 3rd gear, which is not that hard. But then we have to set ourselves up to do a essential perfect
Got it.
cross. Like Tali, good work.
Thank you.
Good there to get into the last piece.
Alright, final boss fight time. Once again, I'm gonna just focus on trying to get my cycles right, because there's a really good setup for this, so I'll let Tofu explain, but time will be coming up at the end of this, just so Tech's ready for that.
Alright. So, first piece here is to shoot all of the boxes. That you can get basically in one cannon. Afterwards, Corella will bring out some robots. It normally takes about 2 cannons to get all of them, and that's with good setup. So sometimes things go wrong and we end up having to use 3, but hopefully we get some good RNG here.
Come on, there you go. Yeah, this is all RNG where and when they pop up. Alright, I got
Very
4 in
nice.
1, that's good.
And then after the robots, Corella will bring out these electrical balls. We will actually stand behind the last cannon and wait for 2 of them to spawn completely, so that by the time we are finished shooting those 2, the last one is spawned. And be ready.
Also, as soon as
time.
it says 3 out of 3 is when time is coming up, so yeah, be ready on that, and... Time. Whew, that's 102 Dalmatians, Puppies to the rescue. Totally not unlike the movie, she will be defeated by a bunch of gloop that she's been created to try and make toys. yeah, it doesn't make sense. But hey, we did it. That's the end of the game. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do want to pick this up yourself, I can definitely recommend it. It's very easy to get into. We have a very wholesome community that's happy to get you set up. You can join us if you go to the speedrun.com page. We have links to everything, to guides, to our Discord server, and to anything you might need. I run this game a couple categories, this one and all puppies. Tofu, do you want to plug yourself as well?
Sure. I also run this game as well as some other games like LA Noir and Tomato Mare. My name's Tofu8. And yeah.
And if you want to find me, my Twitch channel is TaintedTali, and I run this game and some horror games, and I do a bit of variety as well. So if that's something you want to see more of, you can stop by and follow my channel. But thank you so much to Hekathon for having us. It's been a blast. I'm so glad I got to show off this to all of you, and I hope you enjoyed as well.
Yeah,
And I don't
thank you so
know
much.
if you have any more messages you want to read before you let us go.
And the police will make sure that